The GSA started out as the FSA, right, the Fabless Semiconductor Association. And the initial genesis or reason for that was that the outsourced providers, the fabs, the OSATs, the assembly and test houses, were bigger than many of the fabless companies. And so in the negotiation for pricing, there was actually no balanced leverage. The small fabless companies were overmatched by the big providers. And so the first thing that the GSA or the FSA did was provide a way for fabless companies to collate their data on pricing and negotiations with the suppliers into a way that made the data anonymous so there was no competitive impact, but let people have insight into what is real market pricing and how can I benefit from that. So they really help to level the playing field for pricing, at least as a starting point for fabless companies competing in this industry. They've over time expanded to the GSA and has become much more of a networking and a how do we smooth all the players together, the outside suppliers as well as the fabless guys. But they've continued to do some of those things just for the fabless guys as well as expanding it to a global. And so I think they've really become the forum for most things related to certainly the fabless model, but the current global supply chain for semiconductor management, the go-to forum. Our membership in the GSA has been beneficial in exactly the ways that membership would be, that we have gained experience and insight beyond our own, that we've been able to contribute back to the community. We've participated in panel presentations and the symposiums. They used to have the business management committee. We've authored white papers and so on to give back to it. And actually, interestingly, those contributions to the industry as a whole have brought as many benefits as our learning process and just participating and sitting in on other types of things. But certainly the exposure to a broader variety of people and broader variety of companies has been hugely beneficial, both in terms of our knowledge base, but also in terms of our visibility within this community. We're a big believer. Our experience in the GSA has helped us confirm that we really do benefit from an industry association. And I think some of it is really that broader exposure or gaining insight or keeping up your professional certifications and credentials. The ability for your company to benefit from a broader set of experience, that there are better ways to do things and other insights into things. Sometimes there's multiple ways to handle one solution or one requirement, and it's a beneficial way to gain from that exposure. We all do compete, right? And it is a competitive world. At some point in time, though, even competitors benefit from the industry as a whole growing and the industry as a whole improving. And so some ability to contribute to your industry and the growth of the industry and the insight in the industry benefits all of us and all competitors, all players within the industry. It's easy to fall into the trap of assuming your own experience is the experience, especially if you've been around a while. And at this point, I have been around a while. So it's easy to fall in the trap of assuming your experience really encompasses the entire industry, the entire need for the community. And so having something like the GSA, having the ability to get broad exposure, to test your knowledge, to expand your knowledge, and to benefit from a wide variety of people is really indispensable. It's really hard to, everybody needs some way to test their experience against customers, but not just your own, not just the ones you know, not just your own experience, but the full range of an industry. And this has really been our benefit. So.